Viewers, I hope you're all doing very well, and welcome to a battle between two of history's most fearsome dreadnought battleships. We have the US Iowa class versus the Imperial Japanese Navy Yamato class. Yamato entered service in 1941 and 2 were built. Iowa entered service in 1943 and 4 were built, and amazingly 4 still exist. Today is going to be a straight up fight. We put them 25 miles away from each other outside of each's gun range, charge them towards each other and see what happens. First, let's check out the details. So, the Iowa we've got here is not actually the World War II configuration. It's a pseudo 1960 configuration, but we've got the primary and the secondary armament, and to be honest, that's all that really matters today. The ship, as we know, is around 60,000 tons, max speed 33 knots. She did have a big sister, the Montana class. It was planned, but sadly it was cancelled before it was built. Her primary armament is of course the 406mm guns, so 16-inch guns, in 3 turrets, total 9 barrels. Max range in sea power just shy of 21 nautical miles, and she has a staggering 1,229 rounds for those guns. Her secondary armament is 127mm guns, so 5-inch. She has 6 turrets, all amidships, 3 each side, each with 2 barrels, so 12 barrels of 127mm, nearly 3,000 rounds total. Range just shy of 13 nautical miles. As well as that, because this is a 1960s variant, we have Sea Whiz to act as anti-air, which is obviously not accurate to World War II, but it doesn't matter. The anti-air on today's battle is going to matter not one bit. Primary and secondary armament is all we care about. In terms of Yamato, it's been added to sea power by the mod maker Maneuver Warfare. As you can see, it's actually an Iowa battleship, with various bits added on, including the weapons, to make it into an effective Yamato. Her tonnage has been adjusted to 73,000 tons, the heaviest battleship in history, and her guns have been moved, enlarged and upgraded. So, primary armament is the 460mm, just over 18-inch to Iowa's 16-inch. Max range, very importantly, just shy of 23 nautical miles. So she's got 1.8 nautical miles on Iowa. 3 turrets, 9 guns total. Secondary armament is 155mm guns. We have a turret there and a turret there. 3 in each turret, 6 barrels total. 366 rounds. Range of that gun, 15 nautical miles. Tertiary armament is 127mm gun, and we have a staggering 12 turrets, 2 barrels in each turret, 24 guns with 22,000 rounds to go. Range, 8 nautical miles. Just imagine that, 24 5-inch guns, and a modern destroyer or whatnot gets 1. Then we go into the crazy stuff. 25mm anti-aircraft guns. She has about 30 to 35, I haven't even counted that list, 2 barrels per turret, so about 70 25mm guns. Now, as impressive as that sounds, there's no air threat today, so they're probably not going to be used, or if they are used, they're not going to be effective, but still, 12,000 rounds over 70 guns. Finally, 13.2mm, 20,000 rounds, about 20 turrets, 40 guns. Range, 2.3 miles, and what was the range of the 25mm? It was 3 nautical miles. And viewers, I've been waiting to do this battle for so long. I've done it in DCS, but the modelling just isn't very good in DCS. We don't have damage models. The ships are highly unrealistic. They look great because you can add your own models in from scratch, but they're just not modelled very well. The guns aren't modelled very well. So this is going to be much closer to reality, despite the fact we're using an Iowa hull. Today we'll play as the Iowa. Today's roleplay is an alternate reality where Midway had to be defended by battleships. We've spotted a rogue Yamato approaching the island for bombardment, and it just so happens their orders were intercepted by the US Navy and they managed to get a single Iowa battleship on station. The Iowa knows the Yamato has a longer range of gun, so she's going to charge at flank speed towards her opposition to try and close that gap as quickly as possible. In terms of predictions, viewers, I haven't actually tried running this through, but assuming that everything's modelled fairly accurately, I would have to go with the Japanese vessel simply because, and we found this before, usually the guy that can fire first with the biggest rounds will have the advantage, because he's going to put several rounds onto this ship before this ship can even get into range of firing. However, it hasn't always worked out like that. Right, let's go. Unpause. I'm going to... I don't know who to support. I like both these ships a lot. I love Yamato and I love Iowa. They can both see each other on radar and emissions, but neither are in range to fire. As we said, Yamato will fire first. We can see the range rings here, if we go like that, about 1 mile from firing at Iowa. We can probably speed that up. And within range. I'm going to do my absolute best not to interfere, viewers. Try and let the AI duke it out. Only if they get stuck, I'll have to help. And there we go. 18.2, I think, inch guns blaring away. Just waiting for the aspect for this guy to be able to fire. And look at the elevation. That's probably, it feels like about 60 degrees elevation, maybe 50 degrees elevation. Look how impressive a battleship looks in her World War II fit, all of the smaller caliber cannons. We are 2 minutes into the simulation. Now, Iowa has got to go as fast as she can. There are two ways that we can do it. We can charge straight towards her, which we're pretty much doing now, or we can zigzag. If this doesn't work, then we'll try zigzagging. A lot of you guys said that ships will try and close to fire distance by zigzagging. I've actually not read about that in the books I've read, but I may have just missed it, so we'll see what happens first. Still, 30 seconds later, or whatever it's been, no, more than that, about a minute later, no shells have landed. It's going to be luck, whether one of the shells from the straddle hits the ship or not. And you can see there's a massive spread of about a mile at the moment, which is good. Yamato guns just aren't that accurate at 22 miles, thank goodness. And like I said, it's just a roll of a dice now. Will one of the straddle hit the ship? We'll just have to see what happens. Hold your breath, viewers. That's the three. Okay, they're out phasing, so the two turrets at the front are out of phase with the rear turret. I wonder if they would do that in real life, or if they would ensure they're all phased together so that the splash from the straddle can be tracked easier by radar. Let me know what you think there, viewers. I would have thought they would all fire together. Right, we are 21.3 miles away. We've got to get half a mile to get it. And they're diving shots as well, so they're so damaging because they'll go straight through the armoured deck. There'll be armour-piercing shells. Look at the angle they're coming down at. Absolutely terrifying. There's not much that's going to stop that shell. 21.1 miles. We've got less than half a mile to go. Push her faster. Stop firing. Be less accurate. In fact, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep missing. The closer we get, the more accurate she's going to get, unfortunately. This is one of the reasons why a fast battleship was so useful. I mean, it wasn't fast because of this reason. It was fast because it had to escort carriers, I believe, but it makes it much harder to hit if she's fast. All is working so well so far, viewers. By the way, I've set all skill levels to the same, so there is no unfairness, and we've got in range 20.9 miles. Right, it's now a Duke match. 9.16 inches. Oh my goodness. 18.2 inches. Look at that beastie. Look at the size, the length of the caliber of the barrel. That's not going to be fun. Right, the good thing is no hits thus far. Once you've taken your first hit, you're under massive pressure because your warship will become less and less effective, and it kind of has a snowball effect. So we've got to get the first hit. Now, which has the best fire control system? I believe it's the Iowa in real life by some amount. Oh, Jesus, that one almost hit the stern. However, is that model like that? I don't know, because I didn't make the models, obviously. Well, so far, I'm thoroughly enjoying this, viewers. 1816s, come on. Come on, big eye. We are nearly 6 minutes into the sim, and no one has scored a hit yet, which... Oh! What happened? A straddle. 2, 3 shells of an Iowa straddle hit. It looks like she is modelled to a better degree of accuracy. Or she's just luckier. I don't know which. But still, Yamato just cannot hit Iowa. Is Yamato moving? Yamato's moving at 2 knots. Iowa's moving at 10 knots. Remember, I'm not telling them to do anything. I've set them the same. If they want to go 2 knots, that's up to them. It's not on me. Now, It's not necessarily over yet. Remember, Yamato is a 72-ton monster. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh! Oh, wow. First hit. Oh, Yamato has lost all propulsion. Are her guns online? Because she stopped, those rounds hit in front of her where Iowa thought she would be when she fired 90 seconds ago. Something just went up. I think she's down. I think she's dead. Sorry that we didn't see the hits, viewers. I would love to have seen where the shells hit, how many shells hit, but I'm pretty sure she's out and not firing. Iowa damaged, but fire is spreading. Come on, damage control. She's firing, and oh yeah, and the shells are now hitting. She's a sitting duck. When she's not moving, she's an easy target for Iowa, even at 20 miles. Being this big. Well, viewers, I was wrong. I thought the guy with the longer range cannons and the bigger shells would have won. But she just couldn't hit Iowa at 32 knots. She really struggled. And once Iowa settled down into a firing broadside, as you see there, she's just more accurate. Well, I guess we'll see it to the end. Damage control. Yeah, she's... I mean, 16-inch shells are smaller, but they still pack an enormous punch. I'm going to speed it up to 3 times, viewers. 2 hits. Another amidships. And she's going down. 72,000 tons sliding under the Pacific. Is she going to go? Is she going to go? Yeah, she's going. She's going. Bye-bye, Mom. You were very impressive. And down she goes. Alright. How interesting, viewers. Let's just quickly show you that I'm not cheating in any way, viewers, just to make sure, or I haven't made a mistake, because that's actually the first time I've run that. So, Iowa, weapons free, veteran, radar on, okay? Yamato, weapons free, veteran, radar's on. So they are the same. Alright, viewers, well, just for science, let's move them a little closer. And as you all know, science is very important, so I put them 10 miles range now just to see what happens. Is this possible in real life? Well, I don't know. Maybe the roleplay would be that they were this close when they saw each other due to bad weather, the radars weren't working, whatever. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. Go big eye. We can actually see both battleships now. They're both set at the same equivalent vector, the same speed, so there's no advantage. That said, Yamato fired first. Could be important. Now, who's got the biggest shell velocity? I don't know. I guess the ones with the longest caliber? Let me know your thoughts, viewers. I suspect accuracy is going to be very good at this range. I'm going to take that back. Oh, look at that. Yamato just cannot hit. She can't hit. Look at that. And she's already been hit by full salvo, and that's it. Or maybe not. She's just not as accurate. Her CEP is not as good as Iowa. Now that... Oh, I take that right back. I was going to say that tallies up with what I've read about Iowa. Okay, Yamato is down to 1 knot, or probably all stopped now. Now, does she have her firepower still? Are you still firing, or are you dead in the water again? I mean, if it turns out Iowa wins every battle, then, you know, that kind of rules out, or means the result is correct, right? Due to statistical probability, I believe it's called. Okay, rear armament is still firing, front armament is destroyed, or ineffective. What about Iowa? What's still firing? She looks in better shape than Yamato. Okay, this B turret is not effective. A turret is effective. What's this one called? Zulu turret? I can't remember. Oh, a big hit on Yamato there. Look at the colour of her sides. Is she even firing anymore? Both vessels have lost propulsion. Iowa's accuracy is seriously diminished, and of course that's because her radars have probably almost certainly been destroyed now, so she's firing by a different method, or ranging by a different method. But no one's dead yet. Wow. Let's compare damages. Yamato is just smashed to pieces. Iowa is also smashed to pieces. It may turn out it's a draw because both lose the ability to fire. In fact, I suspect that's what's about to happen, viewers. All primary and secondary armaments are going to be rendered useless. In that case, it's which damage control. Take that back. I'm going to speed it up now, as your time is valuable. I suggest Iowa has just one turret working now. Yamato has 0 turrets working. Yep, just a turret firing now. Oh, she's dead. That's it. She's gone. Well, 25 miles. Convincing victory by Iowa. 10 miles. Moderate victory by Iowa. Or, you know, it was a certain victory. Or it was getting a little bit touch and go because she was down to just a turret. So it could have gone either way. But she won. And that's all that matters. Right, there's only one thing left to do, viewers, and that's a big old broadside. Galleon Battle at 1 mile range, and look at that, they've already started. That is a lot of bullets. PC's probably about to die and create a black hole. 3, 2, 1, now. So I'm presuming... Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. 72, 25 mils hitting, along with 40, 13 mils hitting. Look, every little bullet hole is modelled. Man, I love sea power. Here's the thing though, is it doing any damage? No, not at all. It's not doing any damage at all. Until the big guns start firing, it's just fireworks. Well, that's definitely the most destruction I've ever seen anywhere ever, viewers. But who has won? Look how impressive that looks. I repeat, I love sea power. That's it, all big guns are out. Not sure what happens now, viewers. Oh. What's happened here? Big guns have started firing again. Or is it secondary armament? What's happening? I know not. Right. Yamato, moderate and slight. Iowa, moderate and moderate. So far, more damage to Iowa. Yamato has regained some primary armament. I think that's what's happening. Even that, she's blowing up. I'm pretty sure computer's going to die, viewers. But it's done well so far. I mean, that is a lot of bullets it's modelled. Checking Iowa before it goes completely. Moderate still. I remember reading about the sinking of Scharnhorst and how a British battleship came alongside pretty much with very heavy caliber cannon, not dissimilar to what we've got here, and it could not sink her. She was just so well designed and heavily armoured that they had to sink her by sending in torpedoes, you know, under the keel. Now viewers, I'm pretty sure that those little guns are not actually doing anything, so I'm going to tell them to cease fire, weapon hold, and I'm just going to ask her to use her primary and secondary armament because the computer just cannot cope with all this going on. So let's try and get that there. So primary armament. Go ahead and attack. Rearmament. Go ahead and attack. Yeah, that was it. Just finished her off. Alright, well there you go. So, 25 miles. The accuracy of Yamato simply wasn't good enough to hit Iowa, or Iowa was just much luckier. I don't know which, obviously. You'd have to run it 100 times probably to find out. And then Iowa ended up getting in range and beating her due to accuracy. Then 10 miles, who won? Iowa won. Only just. She only had one turret firing at the end, so that was close. And then, get even closer, Yamato wins with relatively ease, because presumably her big guns are more powerful and they do more damage. That's it, viewers. The battle I've always wanted to run. We need some more battleships in this game. Please make more. I hope you enjoyed that, and bye-bye.